Hello my beautiful ninjas, it's Nani again, back to you guys with another video. I hope you guys are all having an awesome day. Of course, as you guys can tell by the title, today I wanted to kind of share a little bit of a treat for you guys, which is pretty much based on natural hair products. I feel like when it comes to natural hair, it's such a trial and error thing that sometimes it's hard for you to find products that work for many different, I guess, aspects of your wash day routine. So today I wanted to share with you guys 4 rinse out conditioners that can be used as stylers. So I definitely am excited to share with you guys what these 4 conditioners would be, because I think that it will definitely work for all hair types. Obviously, if you guys have not yet subscribed to my channel, make sure that you go ahead and click that subscribe button, and of course click that bell so that you're notified every time I upload a video. And if you like this video, make sure that you go ahead and give it a thumbs up. It would also really help my channel out, and I would really appreciate that. But without further ado, let's go ahead and jump right in. Alrighty, so jumping right into it, so I wanted to share with you guys, like I mentioned, 4 rinse out conditioners that can be used as stylers. Obviously, when you have natural hair, you probably do this yourself already, but these are the 4 conditioners that I found that definitely give me the moisture that I need, helps me to detangle my hair as well as I'm styling it, as well as give me some curl definition as well. So I think these would definitely work, as I mentioned, for all hair textures, hair types, as well as curl patterns. So I think that everyone should be able to find these conditioners useful. Obviously, everything is subjective because it does depend on your hair, the porosity of your hair, the density of your hair, things like that. So all of this is still my opinion, and it is subjective. But at the end of the day, even if they don't work as stylers for you specifically, these are still going to be conditioners that work absolutely amazing as a regular rinse out conditioner. So I have 4 of them to mention to you guys, but I only have 2 of them, like 2 actual products with me. The other 2 were completely gone and I forgot to keep them. So I'm just gonna go ahead and insert a picture for those, but I'll leave those 2 for last. So jumping into it, the first one that I want to mention to you guys is going to be this right here. This is the Garnier Fructis Moisture Lock Conditioner. And I mentioned this to you guys a few months back, I think, when I mentioned to you guys a couple of conditioners that I had purchased from Garnier. And this is amongst the ones that I did purchase. Now for this one, I was really excited about this one simply because it does say moisture lock. And as you guys know, I do have a low porosity hair, which simply means that it's hard for my hair to retain moisture. So anything that's extremely moisturizing helps out, of course, when it comes to the detangling process as well as the styling process for me. So the first time that I used this as just a regular rinse out conditioner, I was amazed at how moisturized my hair felt. So when it says moisture lock, they definitely mean that. So if you have low porosity hair, as I do, I would definitely recommend this. As I mentioned, you can use this as a regular rinse out conditioner if you want to, and you'll definitely fall in love with it. But if you do want to try it out in like a wash and go, for example, or just use it as a leave-in or a styler, you'll definitely enjoy it as well. As I mentioned, it is subjective to your hair type and hair texture and what type of style you're looking to do with your hair. But again, this is definitely going to give you the moisture that your hair needs, which means that it'll be easier for you to detangle your hair as well as style your hair. So again, with this, it says moisture lock. It has cactus extract in it, and it also just says locks in moisture with every wash, and it basically gives you softness with no weigh down. I definitely agree with all the claims on this bottle for sure, because every time I use this, like I mentioned, my hair feels extremely moisturized, but it's still very lightweight and soft. And I am going to insert some pictures, if I can find pictures with me doing a wash and go with these products. I am going to insert those pictures just so you guys can see what the results were when I used this in my hair. But again, this is going to be the first one that I would mention to you, that I would recommend to you guys, just because, as I mentioned, it gives you the moisture that you need. It does not leave your hair greasy. It does not flake up when it dries. And of course, like I mentioned, it leaves your hair very soft and movable, but it still gives you like hold pretty much and definition for your curls. So obviously you can, of course, pair this with a gel if you want to, but I like to just do more cream wash and goes, I'm not really, I'm finding out that I really don't like gel in my hair. I feel like because gel a lot of times has alcohol in it, it kind of dries out my hair, so it kind of reverses what I just tried to do by adding moisture. So it basically makes it to where my wash and goes don't last. So if you are someone that likes cream wash and goes or just like cream products, I would definitely recommend that you try to use this as a styler or a leave-in conditioner. And like I mentioned, it will give you the moisture that your hair needs. So this is going to be recommendation number 1. Now the next one that I want to mention to you guys is going to be this right here, which there should be no surprise because I've mentioned this conditioner or this brand many times before. I love their deep conditioner and I've recommended that to you guys many times before. But this is the Aussie Mega Moist Conditioner. And of course I have the pump because I love this stuff so much. I'm actually almost done with this, so I do need to go out and purchase another one. But this is another product that I feel like for no matter your hair type, honestly, I feel like this will definitely give you the moisture that you need, as well as give you the definition if you decide to use it as a styler. What I like about this this Aussie Moist line is for some reason the texture and the consistency of the product itself, it literally just slides and glides through the hair. So it does the detangling process for you. And like I mentioned, once it actually dries and sets in your hair, it definitely gives you, because my hair texture is more like coily in certain areas and then it's wavy in certain areas, and what I find is that this still gives me definition all around, but it's not like hard or crunchy, and like I mentioned, it doesn't flake on you when your hair dries, like fully dries. So it's still a very soft, defined, and it's still like movable curls as well. So I absolutely love this product. I feel like the price of this is ridiculous to me, and I'm just so grateful that this brand, because I feel like a lot of people have been hyping them up as well, but they haven't really like jacked up their prices, which is amazing. So obviously with these that I'm recommending to you guys, these are all drugstores, so it's easy for you to find them and to access them. But the good thing about that as well is that even if it doesn't work for you as a leave-in or it doesn't work for you as a styler, as I'm mentioning or recommending, you can still use these as a regular rinse out conditioner and you'll still get really great results. And you can even try to use them as a deep conditioner and just add maybe an oil just to give you a more intense treatment as well. So there's so many different ways that you can use this, and the good thing is that because it's drugstore, you're not breaking the bank trying to purchase these items anyway. So that's going to be pretty much the second item that I want to recommend to you guys. Now the third option that I wanted to mention to you guys, as I mentioned, I actually don't have the actual bottle here with me, so I am going to insert a picture right here next to me. But the third option that I want to mention to you guys is the Maui Moisture Coconut Line, I guess, coconut conditioner. But that conditioner, honestly, I was really amazed when I tried it. So I did a wash and go with just that conditioner and my hair just like soaked it up. So that conditioner, like I mentioned, for one, that brand smells amazing. It smells like very tropical and fruity, but the consistency of it is like a mix between kind of like a lotion and a gel. So it's a very nice kind of like creamy consistency, but it slides and glides through the hair very easily and nicely. It basically coats the hair. My hair definitely loved that stuff, so it gave it a lot of moisture, which made it a lot easier for me to manage my hair as well. And when it dried, it basically just like, I've never seen my curls look as good as when I actually applied that conditioner as a styler. So I'll definitely insert a picture so you guys can see from the part that I was actually applying the product while my hair was still wet, as well as the way that it looked when my hair fully dried when I did the wash and go with that, because my hair literally soaked it up. Of course, with that, it has coconut oil, which you know coconut oil is great for your hair. It gives you that kind of like the natural shine and luster in your hair, and of course, it does give you the moisture that you need, which of course, anytime your hair is moisturized, it will always be a lot easier for you to manage and for you to style your hair. So that conditioner, the only thing I don't necessarily like about it is the fact that it doesn't come in a bigger bottle. Of course, if you have natural hair, especially because of the fact that I have very thick, long hair, I go through products pretty quickly, and so I wish that it came with an option that had like a pump or something like that. So that's the only thing that's kind of like a downfall, because I think that bottle for the conditioner is like maybe $8 to $10 depending on where you get it. I think if you get it at Walmart, you might be able to get it a little bit cheaper, maybe like $7 or $8 or so. But if you get it from like CVS or Walgreens, you're definitely paying like $10. So that's the only thing that I don't necessarily like about that conditioner. But because I do use it as a styler and I don't do wash and goes too often, it lasts me a decent amount of times. I can get maybe about 3 or 4 uses out of that bottle. So again, if you guys have not tried out that conditioner, I would definitely recommend it 100%. It works really great in your natural hair. Like I mentioned, if you have low porosity, high density hair, I would definitely recommend it for you. The ingredients in it will definitely give your hair the moisture that it needs. And as I mentioned, once your hair feels moisturized, it will be a lot easier for you to manage and go into styling. Now, the fourth item that I wanted to mention to you guys, I also don't have here with me, but I am going to also insert a picture here. But it is the Herbal Essences Totally Twisted Conditioner. The whole line is pretty amazing, and I think the whole line came out for curly hair, but this was before I even went natural that I actually started using that line, and it's sent from the Lord, okay? Straight from the Lord. So I feel like for that conditioner, it's a little bit of a thicker, creamy type of consistency. So if you have finer hair, I would say you can try it and just be a little bit more lighter handed with it, but I think you should be fine if you're just a little bit light-handed with it. For me, because I have thick hair, I haven't ever experienced it leaving my hair greasy. But of course, if you do have thinner hair or finer hair and you use too much, it may do that. But if you do have thick hair, if you have low porosity hair or even high porosity hair, it is still going to give you the moisture that you need. It is going to define your hair like crazy. I feel like that line is specific for curly hair or curly or wavy hair, I believe. The only thing that I find is that I used to find it a lot easier like a couple of years ago, but I feel like now I don't really find them too often or in too many stores. So it might be a little bit more difficult for you to find, but you should be able to find it on like Amazon or something like that. I will make sure to leave links for everything down below. But that conditioner is amazing. That whole line is amazing. If you do have, let's say, like I mentioned, finer hair, it might leave your hair greasy if you add too much, just because the consistency is a little bit thicker. So I would say definitely be a little bit lighter handed, as I mentioned. But if you do have thicker hair, you can definitely go ham and drown your hair in this product, and it will define your hair. It will basically give you the moisture that you need. It'll help you to manage your hair and detangle your hair. It's not the best detangling product, so I think this one would be the one that's more to use it simply as a styler. It helps just because it does give your hair the moisture, but I feel like this is more of like the most styling product conditioner, I guess you can say. So of course, if you are someone that likes to pair your rinse out conditioners with something else like a gel or something like that, you can do that with this product specifically, and you should definitely be fine. But again, as I mentioned, for this one, it doesn't really do as good of a job when it comes to detangling the hair, but it does do a great job at giving your hair definition, giving your hair movement, giving your hair the moisture that it needs, and giving it the hold that it needs for your style to actually last a couple of days or whatever it is. So those are going to be basically the 4 rinse out conditioners that I would recommend to you guys that you can definitely try to use as a styler, or you can use it as a leave-in conditioner, whichever you prefer. But these are definitely products that once they dry and set in your hair, they'll give you the moisture that your hair needs. They'll make it a little bit more manageable for you to actually go into the styling process, and it also gives you the definition and hold that your hair needs as well if you decide to use it as a one product wash and go. So that's going to be it. Hopefully you guys found this video helpful. If you did, obviously, if you enjoyed it, make sure that you go ahead and give it a thumbs up. It would really help me out and help out my channel. And of course, if you guys have not yet subscribed to my channel, definitely make sure that you go ahead and click that subscribe button and click that bell so that you're notified every time I upload these types of videos. If you guys have any other recommendations, make sure that you go ahead and leave it down below. Thank you again. Be safe, stay blessed, and remember to always treat yourself. Peace out.